Hello everyone, annyeonghaseyo. We're AnnJaystudio and we're about to test drive a 2019 Chevy Blazer RS. If you haven't seen our full design review, a link is below. Be sure to check it out. This Blazer RS has a 3.6 liter V6 engine. Let's see how it drives. Let's take this for a test drive.
Okay, let's go.
So this is the basic kind of backup camera.
This has the only backup camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
get
go.
moving. Yeah. So I will start driving with normal comfort mode first. But already I feel a little pushy too. It's very pushy. This guy has 3.6 liter V6 gas engine and then 9-speed automatic
Yes, transmission.
It's the same as XT6 that I've driven and Traverse. But these all three feels so different. This is very sporty. This is a comfort mode, but it is already sporty. I feel very torquey and I feel lots of horsepower already. This Blazer has 308 horsepower and then
270 pound torque.
torque. This like powertrain has like a similar horsepower and the torque. You know, the Traverse and XT6 they all have a similar power. And
I would
torque.
expect this to be more powerful than the Traverse because it's.
But
built
Traverse
in-
is a way heavier
Okay.
vehicle.
This is actually pretty heavy for a mid-size SUV. It actually seemed comparable to the Hyundai Palisade in
Wow.
weight.
But GM's well known for really strong body frame, so it's like really safe and then durable. That's a good thing, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
Traverse didn't really seem really sporty. Even when I set to like sport mode,
Yeah.
it wasn't that sporty. It was very smooth and sophisticated, but it wasn't fun at all. This one's definitely fun.
What makes it fun?
It's very torquey. When I hit the gas, it pushes me.
So it
Really
really
well.
takes off
Yeah,
a
it
lot
takes off.
faster
It's
than the Traverse.
Peppy too. But with the same powertrain, XT6 was more sporty. I believe XT6 it's heavier than this car, but it was very powerful. I could feel the power way more than this car. You know, like other reviews say this suspension's really tuned like sporty tune, but I still feel lots of roll. Yeah, I mean like a bumpy road because it does not adapt to the surface. Yeah, adapt to the surface. And then roll and pitch, I already feel more than other cars.
Yeah, I have to say, being a passenger, when the road, it's hardly bumpy, but you really feel it.
Yeah, the rolls and pitches.
Yeah, it's not that smooth a ride.
Yeah, brake is very smooth, and I love GM brakes way more than Ford. This one's like really pressure dependent, and Ford is like distance of the brake pedal. It's really hard to control, really accurate. When other people drive your car or your mom's car, especially when your dad drives, it's like whoosh, whoosh, because it's really hard to control. But one thing I feel it is this car is very heavy and brake is very responsive, but it doesn't grab that height. I feel that like, oh, I need lots of force to stop this big car. Sometimes like, oh, am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get it? Like kind of feel that. It has a basic, brake, so I don't expect that grabby brake. But at least they calibrated really nicely, so it's very responsive and then easy to control.
How does it feel when you accelerate?
It's very smooth though. Maybe because this is the normal comfort mode, so I don't really feel the acceleration so much. So like, oh, I don't think I'm accelerating so much, but I go fast, like luxury cars. That's a good thing. Corner, because of the kind of roll, it's not really steady. But it's an SUV. I don't really expect so much of it. But well, I have to you know, compared to Cadillac too. Cadillac was very firm when I turned at the corner.
I heard that this one is actually lower to the ground, so it should grab the road better, but you're saying it's not.
It's the suspension and traction controls not
as good as Cadillac.
Yeah. I want to go to the sport mode.
Sport mode.
Is it sport mode?
It's
So let's take off a little bit.
yeah.
Well,
The sound is
this
like
really takes off. Yeah.
wow.
Really sporty.
I like the sound.
Acceleration was okay. It wasn't that fast. When I hit the like a 75, and then it seems like like a gas pedal. It's like I don't want to respond so much of it. Yeah. So like I push it more at the 75 miles, and then it kind of stopped giving me the push. So this car is kind of heavy, and then this 3.6 liter engine is not really calibrated as nice as Cadillac.
Yeah, speaking of the pedals, we mentioned this in our full design review below, but this has a sport package on it and it has sporty pedals. Do they feel any different from regular pedals?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
It's just design-wise.
So the RS and Premier trims have a few more safety features, but this one is still pretty basic. You've got your rear traffic alert on the side of the mirror. You've got a little light to indicate if a car's in your blind spot, which is helpful. If you want to upgrade to the really nice safety features like auto braking, I guess that's
Option.
money.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an option. At least they have the adaptive cruise control.
I thought it has a lane keeping system too.
Yep.
If they put option, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like a low-level autonomous feature.
Yeah, you can also, it'll give you warnings if you start to get too close to something that's in front of you, and you have an option to change between audible warnings and seat vibration warnings.
Speaking of seats, I don't really like this seat. It's too flat on the butt. Usually like seats kind of like sunk in, and then there are like lumbars to support your side of your butt. This doesn't really have it, so it's really flat, so it seems like I'm sitting on a bus or something. And then actually when we're coming in to highway, I was talking about the steering wheel. So I think it has a like a variable
Resistance?
but I don't really feel it. You know, like it's a soft, but I don't know you change it or not. But
So you wanted more resistance?
well, I want to feel the difference, like
As you're
you
going
know,
fast.
Yeah, this one doesn't really show distinctive change, but still, this car starts with a really heavy feeling steering wheel, so I have no problem. Because some cars like RAV4 and Ford Escape, your car, it's too light, so it makes you really tired if you drive long. You have to really grab it to control. But this one is already feel like it has a grab. It's a good thing.
That's nice.
But I reviewed the Ford Explorer that had a really like distinctive steering wheel resistance change. That was really nice. But this one's like okay, it changes, but it doesn't really distinctively change. I like GM 9-speed transmission, and especially when I drove XT4, I loved it. I could feel the gear shift. Maybe some people, if you really like luxurious vehicle, yeah, you wouldn't like it. But I love the XT4, gear shift. As I request, it changes the speed. And then XT6, somehow I felt that way too, but not as much as XT4. But this car, I don't really feel it. I almost feel like it has like CVT.
So you wish it was a sportier transmission?
Yes. This one, exterior looks really sporty, so people might want more sportier,
right?
Performance. Sports mode is still sporty, but at the higher speed, it did not really pull me. I think this guy has like a worst performance among the SUV that I driven at the higher speed. Even Traverse, it wasn't peppy at all, but even at the like 75, at the 80, if I put like a lot of gas, it still pulled.
So if you live somewhere like here in the middle of America and you're going fast on freeways everywhere, you're not getting the best performance out of your RS.
Also, like, it gives me a really nice engine sound. It was very powerful
Right.
when I accelerate.
One thing that I'm really noticing right now is that it's really not quiet in here.
Floor noise is coming in.
Yeah.
It's a little loud, but you know what? In Korea, you don't really see this bad road. We are actually driving on really bad road.
This is actually a really good road for Michigan.
Yeah, not for Korea. So
Okay.
this one's really nice now, right?
Yeah, it looks like they just did this. So
Yeah. So
for
this
about-
is nice. So we don't really,
Yeah.
hear the floor noise.
So any closing remarks on driving the Blazer RS?
It's very fun to drive, but at the higher speed, it's a little disappointing. I feel a lot of centrifugal, like a force that pushing me out of the circle. That's a little disappointing, but considering this is SUV, understand.
So overall, you're kind of disappointed.
I'm
Sounds
a
like.
little disappointed.
Yeah.
With the same powertrain as an XT6, but it doesn't really show as nearly
Yeah.
as XT6.
I expected it to be a lot smoother and a lot quieter, and it did not live up to my expectations.
Maybe other reviewers live the better states with the better road.
If you haven't checked out our full design review, be sure to do that. I've put a link below. Thank you for watching our video. 감사합니다. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We've got a ton more reviews coming your way. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.